if this is part 2, hi. Continuing where we left off, which is you indulging in your medicine, quote unquote?
Oh yeah.
Or what is it?
It's medication.
Medication.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it's not a big secret to the world where people that have bipolar or some type of other disorder, they, a lot of the they have medication of some type. For me, I remember when I first took medication, it like numbed everything. This is kind of like, it's actually meant to kind of be somewhat the opposite. So I kind of want to I wanted to manifest that whatever I'm taking right now isn't drugs, kids, by the way. It's a form of release where it does bring you back, but that doesn't mean you're back. I think that's very important.
It makes you think you're back.
Yeah,
but you're not really.
So I think it certainly numbs a lot of the pain internally, but it does not really bring you back, which is why it's very crucial for this when he resorts to it, when he doesn't want to resort to it because he needs to get out of the situation.
I see.
He resorts to it, but everything's in color, but his face isn't.
I see.
His face is just like this, like like
yeah.
I don't know if that's the same, but I mean, you get it.
I kind of get it. I know what you meant, though.
So
nothing's clicking up here, but everything else is.
Everything's coming back. But it's what's interesting is, so at the peak of this medication, if you were to see the room before when he first entered, it's not as vibrant.
Okay.
So this is like, because of that, the room is all of a sudden
this even more stimulating.
Yes, very stimulating. Except for him, and then all of a sudden he goes through this array of moods, mood swings. And with the mood swings, the obviously it's like I like to express that through color. Right. And through color, it it kind of it represents how he feels at that very moment. So a lot of shit going on, but it's why it's pretty chaotic. Okay. And what's interesting about this part is actually when he goes, color in my moods, no blues, your violets on horizon. That voice is actually one of the voices in his head. Ah. The voice in the beginning that's kind of like, are we not going to get out of here? That voice is actually one of the voices that are playing in this.
Interesting. All right. 342. Let's start from here. I'll go a little bit back, but so it goes into moods.
Everything will be okay.
Nice. Super vibrant.
Doom.
I like that.
Yeah, John's idea.
Nice.
I was like, wow, how fitting.
Is all that smoke actually CGI or did you hold your breath?
I mixed it. To
make it more.
A little bit more vibrant, but no, I was holding my breath.
No, that's the only way I could think of it. I even said in my, I was like, you have to be holding your breath.
Yeah.
Didn't add it like up.
Yeah, actually, it was, John, you have the vape.
How long did you have to hold it in?
So it was like, okay, cue, we got the composition. It's like that. It was literally just that. And I just had to, obviously it was like a lot more. But then the thing is, we had obviously lighting from up here. So with that, you obviously this becomes way more enhanced. You see like a lot more. Yeah. So that was a lot of holding breath and trying to hold character at the same time. And honestly, that was like it was in the moment too. Yeah. So a lot of the staff there, they were like just looking at me like, what the heck?
You're just in your element, so it's all good. Fire.
Color in my mood, no blues.
Different moods, right?
Forgot my screws, my blues.
Love that.
Oh, you like a little
love that too. No, not that. The
eyes.
Eyes. But that too.
What's funny actually about that scene is when I do this, yeah, like that. So when I'm doing this, it was actually not like part of the script. It was,
it was like a impromptu.
yeah, it was.
Like...
It was like right before we went into the shoot.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know why though. I don't know why I did that.
It's a different mood too.
Yeah,
way
yeah.
to use the color.
And I've never seen myself do that. So I was like, yeah. But then I was like, just doing this kind of looked weird. It looked like I was like cold or freezing.
Yeah.
So I had to implement the colors of
Oh, you mean like as a raw footage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it didn't look anything like that, obviously. But I wanted to. Yeah, and then after putting all those elements like snowflakes, particles, and then the whole grade,
Right.
It was okay. Like it was like okay, it makes sense now, you know. But before that, having that just by itself, it kind of pretty fucking weird.
I mean, it just looks like you're shivering. It's all good. But yeah, the mood, coloring.
You knew that I miss you when it's quiet.
What is that you're holding? The compass or a time?
Yep. So that's a shige, Sun shige or pocket watch.
Pocket watch. Okay.
But what that is for me, it's like a representation of. I always check the time of my dips or when it comes.
Okay.
Not like literally, but for me, it's a good measurement of knowing when I'm going in and when I'm going out of it.
I see.
It's like it's kind of like time.
Okay.
Almost,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you explain that before? Or
No, I've never.
Oh.
It's the first time. I'm explaining. Yeah.
I know. What's that?
Another thing. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know, you see it all the time. A lot of people in horror films and psycho films and all these films with thrillers and everything, like when people change to werewolves and stuff, what do? They always look at their hands, or hands to you know, have somewhat of a, for it to signal in some type of way. And that's kind of like, I feel like it's a universal thing for people. That's when they need to notice that themselves are changing. It's a good representation because you know, you're not gonna like look at your feet.
Right.
You know,
Unless you're that guy that looks at their feet first. You never know. But it's like you don't have a mirror, so the thing you see is like this.
Yeah, I mean, I heard you could like sell feet pictures. I know this is
feet pictures?
I know it's like a totally different topic.
Yeah, that's why people don't show their feet anymore.
That's crazy.
Because you can make bank off feet.
So that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like a long time ago.
Fund all your projects. You sold feet pictures. Stop.
No, seriously. And I was like, what the fuck? Like that's crazy. Yeah, I remember like. I had just like I didn't like it's kind of such a weird topipic, but I didn't have
I was like, why do we?
Yeah, like it was just me like in the mirror, and then you could just see a bit of my feet, right? And then someone was like, a lot of people were like asking me why it's for free.
Why is it for free?
I was like, what's for free?
Because now everyone like girls, guys, if they have a full body picture, they would cover their feet.
That is crazy.
Because now that's a thing now.
Wow, that's something.
I'm not into it, even though my chat.
I respect that.
I respect it.
Yeah, like, you know, everyone.
If I was, you know, in that situation, I'd probably sell feet pics, but I don't think anyone wants to see my feet at all. No, my feet's fucked up, so never mind.
That's such an interesting topic, isn't it?
Let's continue.
So, yeah. So, it's getting dark, and then you hear Mida's voice.
Yeah, actually.
So that's when Mida appears. I like the fact that I only used one Korean word in this whole album.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's fire.
And that one word is nun, which is I. Very fitting.
Fire.
You want to hear that part?
Yeah.
The one, oh man, I don't know if I should say this, but the one thing that
I'll cut it out.
I don't know, I mean, it's the one thing that I regret doing. So I don't regret doing this part, but, you like that part when it just, colors like, so I needed to do that constantly for 2 more scenes. But I didn't have the time. So those are the 2 scenes that I didn't have the time to finish. So this scene, I did. So this scene was meant to continue on for the next 2 flying scenes. So if you see it, if you keep continuing. Here. So this is just black and white. Because I couldn't finish the scene. This scene also was meant to be like... Like the same
like
color technicals.
Yeah.
So I was
Color
meant to,
tentacles.
color technicals. I was meant to make that blow up.
Oh, that'd
in
be
the background.
kind of fire.
and,
Yeah. How would you? How would it like? It would just.
Will you do it for me?
No.
This edit? Oh.
No, I don't know if I can.
Oh, shit.
But I did say in my reaction, it low-key reminded me of those Apple screensavers.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Low-key, like, you know
it
how
was.
it's-
It, actually, very interesting. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something that. Again, I love Apple screensavers.
Yeah.
A lot of inspiration also does come from a lot of that
That's
thing
fine.
too. But yeah, it was meant to be here. And
So you
and-
wish you had more.
yeah,
it would be fire. It would have been fire.
been so fire up here, but I just fucking.
Well, would you mask out the house so it'll go behind the house? Too?
Yeah. So either that or I'll track it on the the poles.
Right.
So I kind of wanted the thunder to hit the pole and then the colors go.
Oh, I see what you mean.
In the background, and then track that. So I mean, I wasn't very limited on time. I tried it on myself when I was doing this, but I kind of figured if I did that, the whole purpose of Mito flying and the expression, I feel like the expression was the most powerful thing. So I would only have to just cater to just additional things to pop off in the background. Just enough till when he comes closer to the camera, then the attention kind of swerves into Mito's face, so yeah, but that part too. Oh yeah.
It's good to see Milo fly more. Cause I know it's so beautiful. He did a little something. Oh,
True
show-
form. That's his true
Yeah.
form. So again, going for the whole archangel thing. This is look at that. So this is actually we finally get to see Mito's like true form. But again, I didn't want to give it away, so I wanted to still for it to be a silhouette. But I felt like at least in this part, we fans would want to see his wings.
Okay, yeah.
And for me, I was thinking maybe I should make that into like originally like the wings, the wing concept of a seraph, which is a seraphim, which is 6 wings. So.
Oh yeah.
But again, I didn't have time.
Didn't have time to do that.
So that was just a rendition of what I could really do at that very moment. I mean, it turned out.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And then descend, running by. Jesus, this scene, running on the wall. Okay, fun story about this. No, it's not fun. So this is actually one of the hardest scenes I've ever had to do, and
stuntman.
Yeah, it was, and even for the stunt people, they immediately assumed that I wouldn't be able to do this, just because, not because they didn't believe in me, but because in general, even for like a stunt person, this is extremely hard to do. Technically, what you're doing is like you're on a harness, obviously, but it's only supporting your hip in a sense. So your whole upper torso, your core strength,
crunch.
You would have because you're kind of imagine you're being slung here on your hip. You're gonna be slung down like this. So you have to maintain your core. Your core strength, and while running. Well, on top of that, the reason why this was so hard, it wasn't like a straight flat wall. Right. It had like little pockets.
Could have fell through.
And the on top of that, we had the columns of the house.
Right.
And we weren't allowed to. So the string is like this, right? And you have columns coming out. So the string, I would have to jump the right time. Right. So I don't like collide the otherwise the columns would snap, and then we would have to pay for it.
Oh, see.
So
it's not your house.
Yeah, and there was about. And you don't know how uneven those columns were where I was meant to land. So it was about like 12 columns like in between while having to maintain that. So that was so I had about 5 tries, failed all of them. And we were running out of time, and it was either... Woo! Sorry, that was Lori. Anyway, so it was either... dedicate your last, I guess, hour or so getting this one shot, or we have to sacrifice our next, like the beginning, a good bunch of our next shot. Meaning we won't be able to get what we want for certain parts of the next scene. And that's how stingy it was on time. And I was like, okay, just let me. It was a big decision because for me it was very important. I needed to get this. So I dedicated. I was like, okay, let's just fucking do it. And thankfully, the next shot that we did was this one, the one that worked. And I remember I was just like, yes, yes, with a big wedgie, you know.
Yeah, it's all like all up in there. I bet. Okay, finally.
That's crazy.
Fire shot though. Loved it.
Thank you.
Like classic movies that you always see that.
Like
Crouching
Ninja.
Tiger, even Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh yeah.
That's
Alright.
weird.
That's weird.
I don't hear the voices.
I don't hear the
anymore.
voices anymore.
Not bad.
Foreshadowing. Oh yeah, and that painting. Right?
Yeah. Let's see it. Wow.
That's such a beautiful painting.
You can like. Did you just find this painting or?
So it's done by like an artist, and we obviously couldn't track down the artist, but it was a place that they sold specifically like what these artists would dedicate to. And I think this artist was dedicating it towards I think certain female portraits with like red in them. And I just thought, wow, like this kind of really spoke out to me just because the concept in general, how her eyes are at this, it's kind of like Maya, where her eyes are kind of completely covered here. She has a dead expression. And I felt like for me as well, this character actually does exist in this film.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's all I was thinking. I thought this was already a custom of already casted person.
Oh, yeah.
But now you're casting it based on a painting.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Or I casted it and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, it's the same.
Okay, that too.
So that's it. So I mean, that's kind of why this was so crucial.
Right.
Foreshadowing. And again, this is like part one, but part two has something like this.
For sure.
Yeah, so this was such a beautiful...
It is nice, yeah.
Yeah, just really, it has some type of magic to it for me, and I had to get it immediately.
You just got drawn to it.
And I was like, yeah, we definitely need to add, and obviously the red, you know.
Right. It's like powerful actually.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Right. Yeah, huge.
We're gonna have to put it here.
Yeah. I was very curious about that painting too myself. And very vibrant. Did you have, obviously you had to do color correction.
Oh, yeah.
So it's even more brighter probably in there.
Yes. And interesting. So this is kind of foreshadowing. Also, like, you know, you're about to see like a knife come out, right?
Yeah, actually, somebody told me I should green screen that. I know I green screened you. Like I did. That was just like a practice thing. I was like, oh, look good. So I put it out.
Yeah.
But somebody said you should just like do a skit. Like it's like, hey, like
actually,
you brought me to this Airbnb.
Actually, you know,
and I was like, yeah.
Actually,
It's like, it's Airbnb haunted.
that's pretty. Yeah, that would have been. That,
Yeah,
that
so I
would've
might.
been
I was
fire.
gonna work on that before I came here. Just as like, hey, check this out.
That
But
would have been pretty fire, actually.
like right here, it's perfect for like
Do you see something coming out of her eyes?
a little bit. I don't think I would have noticed that. If
I
you
wanted it
didn't
to be
put
very subtle,
The voices anymore.
almost as if like wait, did something come out of it?
blood. Huh.
Just like a little.
That's fire.
Very subtle.
horror.
So when he says the voices have stopped,
Right.
it's kind of signaling, oh, like I'm better now.
Yeah, but then it's your worst.
Something comes in and stabs you in the back, and then we see like a brief moment before he gets stabbed. Something. Don't know what that is.
The voices come back. Probably more intense. Let's go acting.
Like he's in pain. Yeah, I remember when I was doing this.
Was there no
They
noise?
were like nothing. Everyone was just like watching, and everyone was just like, you know, just like okay. It's good. Again, we're running so short on time.
Right.
And the tricky thing about these wardrobe changes is once you again something with like blood, for example, once it's stained on the wardrobe or the piece of clothing, in this case, it's you have to continue with that. So the continuity of having those shots, then we won't be able to shoot where the wardrobe where there's no blood. Right. So again, this came down to just like really improv of like how we could really get these scenes. And I remember we just got like a singlet. We just needed extra singlet. I was very adamant not to get the blood on the what do you call it? The shirt.
Yeah.
Because I had to again shoot something the very next day without the blood. And I remember they're like action. And I was like, and like I was trying to get the veins popping out.
Yeah.
So then
Of course. Solid.
Yeah, so I was like, for about like 10 minutes, I was just like, and then I had to drop because once the blood was like kind of rushing to me.
Yeah.
But then after looking at it, like I was like, there's no fucking point. Like I really didn't even need to do
You didn't
that.
have to do all that.
But I mean, yeah. I was very scared as well at this part because I know a lot of people would get skirmish over that scene.
Yeah.
How about you?
I used to not like that, but I got numb to it kind of.
Interesting. Why? That's kind of scary.
Know. I past relationships always liked horror and gore,
really?
so I used to hate it because I was scarred for life at age 5 because I watched The Exorcist
Oh my god.
at 5, and so I hated everything
Oh my
demonic,
God. Yeah.
anything bloody.
Yeah.
And then over time I got used to it,
Right.
like retrained myself to
Oh my
like
god.
it's
Yeah.
not real.
Mm.
Or like kind of like it's a movie because I would get scared, but then afterwards click out like
Click out of
it's
it.
fine.
Interesting.
Some people can't, and I
Yeah.
realize that
Yeah.
they stick with them and they believe it fully.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. It's funny that you say that. I'm kind of like that type. As scary and dark as my concepts are, I'm like the biggest like chicken. I'm like biggest scaredy cat. Like I hate the dark.
But yeah, I mean
It's
dark
alright.
can be scary.
Yeah.
I used to hate it too, and then everybody says like that at 3 a.m. is that like demon hours too.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, that used to be a thing. And I like when I was in Hawaii with New House, me and my mom would like she would be up, but I would be up too just to test out if this house is haunted. I would just be wide awake
Oh my god.
to see like if anything pops off.
That's.
And then me and my mom go up to like, yeah, nothing happened.
I mean, I guess that's a good way.
So it gives me confidence to walk in the dark
because you've kind of already established that.
especially the way that the house in Hawaii is the front door is just like glass,
Oh shit.
so you can see everything.
Oh,
So
fuck.
it's kind of creepy out there too.
Oh man.
Quiet down.
I can't do that.
I know.
I can't do that.
I got used to it. I had to get used to it.
I salute you, man. You're brave. Anyway, yeah. So they're here. The voices
Yeah.
are. Oh, shout out to the dancers, by the way.
Yo, it looks like something from like American Horror Story.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually,
way-
yeah, I love that.
Especially, I do want to explain the one shot where it shows. Well, that too. But there's one shot where it just shows someone just crawling out the door.
Oh yeah. So again, fun thing, and he goes into this
Fire.
choreo.
It's fire. Haven't
Like-
danced in a minute, but
It's just yeah.
people loved it though.
Really?
People, yeah.
Man, I was like, you know, by the time I was like already editing it, it just hit me. I told you this before, but it just hit me that I was picking up dancing again.
Did you learn, or is this just like freestyle?
No,
or
so,
you just low-key learned?
This choreographer like Monica and Hugh, shout out to them. They did
good
such
stuff.
a amazing job. It was like it was something that was kind of like more like kind of last minute. We're really sticking to the time limit for that.
Right.
Because it really was like a last minute decision that okay, let's like originally it wasn't dancers. Originally we were meant to get just kind of extras, like people that were just kind of, you know, having like wild party.
Right.
You know, if you know like one of my music videos that I've directed a long time ago with Barbie's.
Oh, hold up. Yeah.
You remember the scene where Barbie's like
Up on the champagne. Let's go.
Yeah.
and like just like this chaotic with like people running around throwing stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, there were dances too, but it was just more. It wasn't a choreo, right? So it was like a last minute decision. I kind of when I was making Ribbon, I originally wanted a choreo, but
it seems like a choreo type.
yeah, right. It seems like a a dance like.
It's like when I first heard it, remind me like with the organ especially remind me of Thriller a little bit.
Oh right, yeah, a lot of Michael Jackson SNs.
Also wearing a red. Like,
yeah. It's very timid. It's very strong, and you know. So obviously, like, oh god, now we have choreo. It's like,
It's
oh
a
my
lot,
god,
actually.
yeah. But they killed it. You know, first of all, I think, like, I don't know how they did it, but they really did put it together. They really did put it together.
Impressive.
In a day.
Oh
But-
wow.
But I had to learn this.
Like
and
in 30.
no, so like I learned the choreo for 4 hours.
Oh, 4 hours. Okay.
Yeah, and literally I couldn't really practice it because then I was shooting the next day, like the first scenes. So literally 4 hours to do this, and then just straight into that.
Oh, I see.
So I mean, that was man. It's just obviously it was,
no, it's a lot.
Could have been way better on my part.
Oh, for sure. But it definitely surprised a lot of people, including me, because people haven't seen you dance in a minute.
Oh god.
This is just a little, I feel.
Oh my god, you don't know.
Just one body roll. Good job.
I was literally just breaking. I was like, I'm not the same anymore.
If you actually implement it, I bet you'll get back to it.
Yeah, I guess I think that's one of the things I want to do. I want to practice it a little bit more.
Little dance classes in there.
It'll help. I think.
I think so too.
Right?
Yeah.
You're a good dancer.
I'm a good freestyler.
But I mean.
But choreo wise, I can't.
But I mean, I see like I know you mess around a lot.
I do mess around a lot.
But honestly, like when you see it, it's like you have people that like mess around, but you could tell like they're not like fluid in like their movement.
Right.
But for you, it's like I think what makes it really more like a lot more appealing is like you're actually good. So it's like so it really does deliver it a lot more better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just do it in a more comedy way. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like you did it properly, man.
Oh no, I think so too. I of course when I was younger, I really wanted to be a dancer. I taught myself how to glide. Like
interesting.
Yeah.
How about crumping?
Crumping? Nah, I won't touch that.
Man, really? Man, I feel like you'd be such a good.
I'll be more of a popper.
Oh yeah, I can see that too. Actually,
and I still kind of like
Not
do that because that's how I feel in music too. Yeah. But all right, back to you. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy JRE, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to say that the last giveaway from the first video, winner has already been announced on my IG story. I'm gonna be finally sending this out. I will be giving another album away, but we have to wait to the end of the video. You guys shared the last one like crazy already. Appreciate you, and yeah, let's continue the video.
Let's go, Lord. Oh, that part's fire.
I love that part. I give it like a little grin, but I'm sure a lot of people miss that part.
Ah, really?
Yeah, there's a very brief moment where I come out when I say I give a little grin and I go back into it.
I see.
So I deliberately try to put that in, but it's like
it's pretty quick.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's very quick.
Yeah. Shout out to the dancers.
Fire.
Man,
that shot was fire to me.
Oh, they're so good. Like they're so. When I was editing this,
right.
I couldn't keep my eyes away from the dancers actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They made it fuller. They made it fuller, like just more impact into your dance. Yeah.
And I mean they were wearing masks, so you couldn't really see their face.
Right.
But the fact that you could still feel their expression and the fact that you could still feel their presence through that was like, for me it was so baffling. Like just watching that, and that I was like, wow, like, damn, like this is what it really means to be like a dancer. You know, I don't consider myself a dancer, so for me, like it's like I don't even have that mask on, but the fact that these guys could pull it off, like in a way where it's just like they already have such a presence. So I mean that's the one thing that I was like just constantly surprised about every single one of them. You know.
Yeah. True.
That's
why that's one of my favorite scenes. That's why I did a little green screen just because I was like, oh, this is fun.
I know, and by the way, like your rendition of it.
There's so many shots I want to do, but I was like, you made this shot so difficult to make it look realistic. And I'm like, because it's so much angles and all the zooms. I was like,
you did an amazing job.
Because I'm limited to my green screen at the moment. I don't have one that can show my feet.
That's crazy.
So that's why I'm like, either zoom in, do that.
But it's impressive that you could even like pull that off. Like I'm really surprised. I don't think people understand how crazy that is.
No, people don't like that. Look, what is it? 6 seconds?
Yeah, like it's
2 hours?
No, I bet it's
I think that's still pretty fast.
Yeah,
I could have worked on it a lot more.
Yeah, and trying to also figure out the angles, the placement.
Try to dim myself with your lighting.
Yeah, that's what
when people say like, oh, I saw that you try to follow the light. I was like, yes,
that's not easy. That really isn't easy.
That was like a practice mode. So hopefully I could come back or whenever part 2 is, or I could just do something with this.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, so much like flickering.
I know that's probably well.
I want to do the spin too, but yeah, spin was fire. Anyway.
A lot of speed right there.
Yeah. Let's go. The robot right here. Love that. Hey. How long was this shot, actually?
Just like 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire.
You know, we wrapped this up in 3 hours.
Here we go. I love that shot. It's so, I don't know if it's just my thing, where it's not enough lighting to just see the red.
Yes. Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the one that passed by.
Yes.
I love those shots because it's similar to this thing.
Yes.
Actually.
Oh my, that's a good point.
It doesn't show enough.
Actually,
New theory unlocked.
I really agree with you. That's actually one of the moments.
It's so nice. I don't know why I like it.
It's satisfying too.
It doesn't show enough. It shows just enough. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
it's so vibrant enough, but it shows no face. I love it.
Man, maybe we should have just done a whole choreo without lighting.
That would have been fire too.
I know. I was thinking something that
that would have been fire too.
Fixated a certain lighting, but that would have been fucking sick. By the way, the red dancers are Mido's minions.
Yes.
And now he's running away. So, technically, this whole corridor of all these red minions still trying to chase him.
Right.
We have Insanity closing the box, Mido, blood on his hands.
Right.
Signifying that he did stab him. And then he opened the door.
Right.
And he's like, I can't do the expression, but he's.
It was just in the time. Don't worry.
It's always in the moment. But he opens the door and he sees something.
Right. We'll find out.
But we don't know what he sees.
Yeah.
We don't know why he's so shocked.
Quite interesting.
And yeah, so this whole story, this whole thing is Mido trying to yet again infest this Ian. So up to that point, we understand that he got kidnapped. Don't know who kidnapped him, but he's now in this house, this crazy house.
Correct.
There's these voices that are trying to help him, but he's trying to numb it at the same time.
I see.
But because the voices are aware that something's coming, obviously that something being Mido, yet again to come and infect this Ian and take over his story. So up to this point, we know that from what we see through that stab, for that blood, Mido infested him. So that's kind of. But then he comes out of it, like he just snaps out of it, and he starts running away, I assume. Yeah. Opens the door, but then sees something. And it cuts.
One of my favorite scenes, and I don't know, it's just me, is the little red eyes in the background. I love that. I don't know why.
You know what they actually are?
The minions?
Oh yeah, they are the minions, but what I actually use for the red eyes.
Oh, what is it?
They're actually tigers. Yeah.
Like just tigers?
Yeah, just tigers.
You use like a video stock footage of
tigers that are like have the movement. I like the placement of their eyes, and they're blinking. Right. So obviously just Reddit it and then just completely. Man, I don't know if we could actually see it actually.
What, the tiger itself? Or? I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I thought I saw it for a second.
Yeah, so that was actually the one thing that I kind of wanted. I just loved the way that they moved. It kind of felt a little bit more.
Yeah, I really
like
enjoyed
spirits.
it. That's like another favorite scene I liked, actually.
That's good.
What? Sorry.
I remember when I was making that one part with the orchestral rise. That score was like. It did confuse Cream a lot because I was like, because I just, it was like this groovy ass, funky ass beat, something that MJ or Prince would do, and then you just have these organs and these strings coming and horns, and it just turned really sinister really fast. But I wanted that so much, and I kind of wanted to continue with that. But then a lot of it was funny was I don't know if it was you, but someone was like. For me, like it kind of that drop was like so sinister. Yeah. But then to somebody else, it sounded like something that would come out like a long time ago in like You Got Served or. Like
It was me.
yeah.
It was me.
Oh yeah. You guys saw that.
Because it reminded me of
everyone was
that.
like dancing
Yeah.
like this.
It seems like that type of dance beat that could.
Yeah, but you're right because back then, like a lot of hip hop beats, they used horns, like used
like
brass.
Timbaland for instance.
Yeah, exactly. It was such a thing, and I think without me knowing, I was like influenced by that too. So that was like a really good call, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, like we're kind of like the same age group, so.
No, exactly.
So that's why we grew up with like that type of era.
Exactly, which is why I think like what's really like insightful,
Right.
cool about talking with you. Because you know when I let you listen to my tracks. By the way, like you know, I ran it with him before we dropped it, right?
Right.
And then it was so cool that you picked up on a lot of the influences that I've had, which obviously really did stem from our generation, right? Like it was like obviously I had a lot of like JT elements and then, you know, a lot of the pop that comes with that.
In that era too.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it was such a, I think for us too, like, you know, it was such a, I don't know, it was such an era for us. It was such
it's still nostalgic and it's going back to it.
I
Low
hope
key.
so.
Like no, music's going back in time.
Oh yeah.
It's already happening.
Absolutely. With a punk.
Yeah, it's everywhere. I was just having a conversation, whether it be in hip hop,
Yeah.
rock and hip hop influences again. So it's a good time, and then of course it ends.
And then what do you think this is?
I mean, you said misunderstood.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I mean, you kind of explained to me.
I did.
What
So-
happened? So I'm not gonna say it.
I did. So it would be a little mean to ask you, but I mean, yeah. So in the scene, misunderstood. Oh my god. John, did you put the misunderstood subtitles there?
I did.
Oh fuck. Nice one. No wonder people know what it is.
Oh, I thought you did it. Okay.
No. So yeah. So what this is he's holding open
Holding closed or open?
which is well that's the question now.
That is the question.
That is the question. Is he holding it open or is he trying to close it?
Oh, is he trying to like open it or
Or is he trying to
down?
close it? So that's,
Okay.
So that's the question that we have to ask ourselves.
I don't know,
And-
we'll wait till part 2, I guess.
Yeah, and this is quite an interesting.
Scene 2.
I'll be really surprised if people got this very moment. Actually, I'll be very surprised.
I don't think you actually told me. Never mind.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
well. It's yeah. You saw a bit of part 2 actually.
A little bit, but it's like I don't actually remember, to be honest.
Okay. I know you're just saying that.
No. Sometimes I kind of like to forget.
Forget. That's
memory.
good. That's good.
That's why when we listened to it, I was like, no, I'm gonna forget about it. Listen to
Alright.
other things.
That's good.
So I indulge myself into different things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So part 2. Honestly, we don't know when that's coming out. But yes, this is a moment where, again, I think people. Yeah. No. But judging by like my fans, they're really smart. Like they're just so intuitive. And man, one really big thing that I really adore about I guess my fans and my listeners is that man, they're just so like smart. Like they're just so like
They figure it out.
yeah, and they feel a lot. They kind of are on.
They
the same-
understood.
They understand it.
Like when it first came out, I saw some of the comments. I don't know if you already explained on IG or stuff. I was like, oh, they got it.
No, even so, and that's what surprised me a lot. Especially because I had like a fan signing event the other day, right?
Right.
And that was kind of like the first time that I really got to see the insight of who was listening to my music, what it was really doing for them. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. But when I tell you that every single one of them opened up with like it saved their lives, like it saved them. You know, I mean, it was just like
That's
it was
good.
really flattering. But
Yeah.
it was
But
just
you don't expect to have that big of an impact on someone's life.
No, I did not. And it's just it just offers me a lot more insight on like man, I guess what I'm doing is really affecting people. So I'm on that behalf, I think I'm just really happy that what I'm doing makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times I am like very like sitting here, you saw me, like sitting here, not going out for 3 weeks, not knowing what the world looks like, you know, like it makes you wonder sometimes if if this will ever even do anything.
Right.
You know, like if this will.
Yeah, but people do need this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, get throughout the day. I mean, it is a 7-8 minute video. It's a good chunk of their life to indulge themselves into.
Absolutely. I guess I just want to really give something for people to kind of look forward to, but also have it act as a release for them. You know, like if I could do that, then honestly, yeah, I could go through hell doing this over and over again.
No, yeah, it probably encourage you for part 2 then.
Of course.
Yeah, I bet you're gonna you're gonna grind yourself. Jeez. Yeah, part 2 is gonna be.
That's another beast. But
damn. It's gonna be dope. It's kind of crazy because I already you did show a few clips or things while editing.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
But watching it again, and I was even with Hedgen, and we're just watching it all, and it was the first time I don't think she ever seen any of it.
Oh, really?
So she was just amazed,
really?
what's that? Especially the very beginning where Mr. Sandy.
The wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Taking off. Yes.
Crazy. Even me, I was like, this is crazy. I even set the mood. I have this thing where I can change the colors to what you see.
Oh, really?
So the whole room.
I really want to see that.
The whole room is just the same color.
It's just oh my eyes.
Especially during the dance.
I really want to see.
But it gives the impact. So we're just there whoa. That's fire. Good experience. I'm not gonna lie. So that I'm excited. I'm excited for part 2. I don't know when that's ever gonna come out.
Thank you, man. I mean, honestly, yeah, God, I mean, it's a first. I've never really.
I know.
I had so much to say though. God.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll cut some things out. For sure.
Shit. No, but yeah, this was very insightful and really meaningful.
If anything.
Yeah.
Maybe I do have a few questions from fans.
Oh, go ahead.
And that's about it. That's right. He does answer a few questions from my Discord. Guys, if you haven't followed my Discord already, link in the description down below. But also, part 3 is already out. Link in the description. It's a pretty long video as well. Hope you guys enjoy part 2, and once you watch part 3, hopefully enjoy that too on my new channel, Dre Day. Be sure to subscribe to Dre Day because I'm gonna be posting more behind the scenes stuff, working with idols or artists, and just maybe conversations on that channel as well. Let's take a look into a Dre Day. Alright, now how to win this album.
And pause. Dre here to explain how to win this giveaway. Step 1. Step 1 is the easiest one. Subscribe to JREAMERS and Dre Day. Dre Day is the new channel, so link in the description. Step 2. Share this video on Twitter and Instagram, and tag me on Twitter and Instagram when you share it. Whether you repost or just tweet it out, tag me. Step 3. Comment what's your favorite song or songs on the album and why you like DPR Ian. I do want to know, so comment down below. And that's it. I'll be choosing the winner on an Instagram story, so be on the lookout.
Like this video, share this video, and subscribe. Be sure to share this video with everyone. Share it all over Twitter, all over IG, Facebook, TikTok. Share it to the DPR team. I don't know. I do want to produce more videos like this. And who do you think should I interview next? Put a comments down below. Again, be sure to check out part 3. Link in the description. And yeah, it's your boy JRE from JREKML. This has been Inside the Mind of Christian U. And yeah, part 3. Link in the description. Go get it. See you there. Bye.
Hey, you better subscribe.
If you want more content, catch me on Twitch on Jrekml. I'm there every day.
I'm sipping on soju. Hey, do I know you? He got an ex, so that joint is old school. I'm in it like swimwear.